The release of FIFA 19 is just around the corner, so I thought I'd take this time to explain to everybody what that means. Well, it first of all means that we are getting Champions League football to the new FIFA game, and that is very much welcomed. It will bring a lot to Ultimate Team, and just having the official badges and tags in career mode will no doubt make it a little bit more enjoyable. Another feature making its way into FIFA 19 is control finishing, and basically that means that it should make it a little bit more difficult to score those worldy goals. It's kind of like the old penalty system where you have to hit the button at the right time in the green zone to effectively have the best chance of scoring those precision goals, those long-range goals. And hopefully what that will bring is a little bit more competitiveness when it comes to player v player, but also it should make for some interesting shots against the AI also. The next feature is the new active touch system, and basically guys, all this really is, it's an adding of new animations. It's so that when your player receives the ball, there's more than a couple of ways for them to pick it up. It will definitely be good to see how this translates into the online game modes. I can imagine it will open up a little bit more perhaps unexpectedness and maybe a little bit more creativity, but we really will have to just wait and see, because it could just be new animations added that don't really add too much. There is a few new game modes coming to FIFA 19 that look kind of interesting. There is house rules, which basically means no rules, no offsides, no fouls, so that will perhaps be kind of interesting to see how that works out. There is of course the UEFA Champions League, and that is kind of cool as an individual mode as well. It's just kind of like the tournament mode, isn't it really, but with the official Champions League layout, so it'll be kind of interesting. There is the best of series, which is playing a 3 or 5 match series to determine the winner of the competition. That will be kind of interesting to see how that works out. And the other one there that I don't know how popular it will be is home and away. It's basically just a game that you play over 2 legs, so I get it, but it's perhaps on a kickoff mode, it's not really that essential. Now I think we can all agree that it goes without saying FIFA Ultimate Team is always a push by EA, and it makes sense, it's the money maker. There seems to be quite a host of changes coming to it, a lot of the same generally, but of course the implementation of the Champions League. It seems like there is a new competition coming also, much like the FUT Champions really, where you can build your way up and you get a selection, as far as I'm aware, that you can get to pick what reward you want opposed to just having what's given to you. As I mentioned, it's only natural they would incorporate the European tournament cards in there. We've got the Europa League and the Champions League, and we will also have the ones to watch. They'll be making a return, which, to be honest, I thought they were kind of cool, really. And we can see some brand new icons coming to FIFA Ultimate Team as well. The likes of Gerrard and Lampard there, and I think that's about time. As expected, there's a new kind of pack opening sequence. It's more of the same, really, what everyone's used to. Some fireworks, a nice walkout, looks kind of fancy. Perhaps it's a little bit more retro. It's got the Ultimate Team in the background. I don't know whether or not I like that. It looks a little bit tacky, but each their own. Going back to more gameplay features, and something that has been revamped and is kind of interesting is the whole kind of tactical play in-game. A lot of it looks like it is a kind of UI upgrade, but it is kind of nice that you can actually change tactics within the game whilst changing your formation with a click of a button. Again, it's something that we're going to have to look at in-game. How much of an impact will it have? But I think without a doubt it will probably, if anything, just be a time saver. But here's hoping there will be a little bit more to it, and perhaps we will start to be able to see some of the more tactical aspects being shown on the pitch. There is also a new way that Kickoff is working, and a lot of that is down to the tracking of stats. And as far as I know, it accumulates over time, so each Kickoff game you play, it will combine all these stats, so you can maybe get a picture of how you play, where maybe you need to get better. I don't really know how much of an impact this is going to have. I personally won't use it, it seems a bit strange, but what I am hoping will come of this is something that is very close to my heart, and that is the career mode. It's an emotion I go through for every single FIFA release when it comes to career mode. It's heartbreak. This is all we have to go on for FIFA 19 career mode. Yeah, I don't quite know what to make of this. When I first saw it, I was like, for sure this is fake, but apparently it's not. Anyone that has spent more than 5 minutes in career mode should recognize this type of layout. The only difference is it looks like there is an additional tab. Perhaps that might link into what I just mentioned about the detailed stats. And what I mean by that is perhaps it will be kind of your club's history, I'm hoping maybe. The only reason I'm coming to that assumption is because they've included this to kickoff, and I think, well, if they're going to add this to kickoff so you can see all your previous games over a long time, it would be logical for them to implement it into the career mode as well. So hopefully we're better to see our progress. We're better to keep track of all of our achievements and our stats throughout the years through career mode. This isn't confirmed. I'm just really hoping that it is implemented. Other than that, I really don't know what the tab could be. And that's mainly because this is probably one of the worst pictures I've seen since Loch Ness. There is absolutely nothing that is readable from that. We can clearly see it's career mode, but it's all blurry. So it's pretty disheartening for us career mode lovers that this is what we get. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this little summary video of FIFA 19. Now, of course, it hasn't been released, so anything can happen. But rarely, to be honest, do EA surprise me. I can't imagine there's going to be anything completely game-changing that hasn't already been mentioned. It's far too close to release, in my opinion, but we'll have to wait and see. If you did enjoy the video, if you could give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for all future content.